Just a little video to prove my point to everybody in this little province and this little tiny city that's as big as my butt, which is Bathurst, New Brunswick. Just want to prove my point here. Just look at the cars that are gonna go by during this video. And I'm already sitting here for a while, so lots of traffic went by. So just look at all the cars, and it's amazing how many car goes on the St. Peter's here, because you know what, there's barely like 800 jobs for kilometers and kilometers all around. So where do you think all those people in those cars work? So maybe 1% of them are honest, hardworking people like me, just trying to make it. But more than half those people you see in those cars are all living off some kind of government substitute money. They're all living either welfare or EI. They're either immigrants getting education and money for free, either an old person getting their pension. But when you think about all that money, all comes down to we the taxpayer pay for all that. It's not like some magical money fund that just appears from nowhere. All the taxpayer pay for that. So I can guarantee you, coming from a man that's worked for lots of jobs here in Bathurst, there's no jobs here. You can bring a resume in every company there is in this industrial park. They call it an industrial park in Bathurst. I think it's a joke, because you can't even get a job there after 20 resumes, so it's not really an industrial park. So there's no jobs here in Bathurst. There's no jobs at all. There's barely, like, where do you think all those people are working, the ones that just went by? You think they're all government feminists? You think they're all government feminists that are working for the government, getting paid with their money, plus they're probably charging child support off their ex-boyfriend, as if getting paid with the taxpayers' money wasn't enough, So most of those people in those cars, like I said, there's 0.1% of honest, hard-working people like me, and everybody else is just gaining their money by nepotism or something like that. Because look, it's impossible in a little place like Bathurst that those thousands and thousands of people that go on the St. Peter here at rush hour, at noon hour, and at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock when people are done working. It's impossible that all those people work in this little tiny city. We don't have nothing. We have grocery store, we have a shopping mall, crappy tire. We really don't have much. We have the Sig Mortons that don't hire Canadians anymore. We have a college that's full of black people. We really don't have much. So how do you figure, government of Canada, that the few little people, the 0.1%ers of people still doing an honest living, how do you figure there's enough of us to pay all the taxes, to pay the salaries of cops and crooked judges and stupid feminists and stuff like that? How do you figure that there's enough of us to pay your salary? If everybody's getting free government money, the immigrants, the old people that think they worked enough to get a pension, all of that, the welfare people that think that deserve welfare, the welfare people here deserve their welfare more than the cops deserve their salary. At least the welfare people aren't proud to be on welfare, The cops are actually proud to do their job, paid with your salary. So there's a big difference. I wouldn't be too proud if I would be working. Anybody that works for the government, you guys got nothing to be proud of. So I'm not going to make this video go for hours and hours, but you got an idea. Look at the traffic. This is a small, tiny city, and just the cars that went by during this video that I did, that covers for at least half the job in this little tiny city, because Peter Rush don't have any jobs. You want to go work at the mill or someplace like that, they're only hiring woke people, so they're hiring women, homosexuals, and immigrants. So there's over 0.1% normal people like me that they can't get a job no more. So So just send me a like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I'd like you guys to let me know what you think, because you know what, like the mathematics don't lie. I'm trying to prove this with math to you so everybody can see how much traffic there is on the St. Peter, and just start to try to do the math in your head of how many businesses there is in this small city. There's not much. Like, where do all those people work? Like the government building, hey, where do all those people work? Right? McDonald's, Burger King. It's impossible. Like just the time I've been here, so many people passed that would cover mostly all the jobs that we have around here. So if you work for the government and you're getting a salary off the people's taxes, well, it's about time you get defunded. I'd take at least half you people's jobs that work at the government building, the courthouse, and the cop station, because you know what? There's not enough taxpayers to pay your little toys like the cop cars and the radars you guys are using, and the plate scanners you guys have in your car. You think that's important stuff that the few real taxpayers want to pay for here in a small city like Bathurst? No, I don't want to pay that crap, man. You guys are a waste of society's money. You're a waste of my money, a waste of my time. I never voted in my life, and I never will. So you know what that means? Well, the only reason why you're around is because stupid people like you voted for you. So wake up, people. Thanks a lot, Canada.